I'm Yvette Rogers, Outreach Coordinator for Celtic Colours International Festival. Over the years, I've been so fortunate to travel to almost every corner of Cape Breton Island to work with some remarkable people who help make their communities what they are. This summer, I traveled around the island and met up with some folks along the way. Join me on a road trip and explore some of the unique communities and vibrant cultures that make this beautiful island the home of our hearts. There's a feeling you get when you see the Welcome to Cape Breton sign as you cross the causeway onto the island. And one of the first communities to welcome you is the town of Port Hawkesbury. Known at one time as Ship Harbour, the town developed around its deep water port, and many communities in this region emerged from their relationship with the sea. From Port Hawkesbury, I traveled into Richmond County. I visited what could be described as one of our hidden gems, a little island off the south coast of Cape Breton, known as Isle Madame. I met up with Marg and Shauna to talk to them about what life is like here.
Well, growing up on Isle Madame was, it's a peaceful island. There was always the lure to the big city, and I did that for 20 years, but now I'm back, and it was time to just relax a little bit and enjoy the no traffic and the smell of the ocean and the sounds of the ocean.
The relaxed pace of life here sets the tone for exploring. Picturesque coastlines surround charming communities, with houses perched along the hillsides that frame the countless harbors and coves. I asked Shauna, owner of the Clairestone Inn in Ayrshire, how she would suggest spending a day here.
Perfect day would be stopping at La Goélette for coffee, because that's how we start all our days, right? And then continuing on down the lower road, which is the Veterans Memorial Drive. Either walking or driving, it's a beautiful stretch. Making your way here to this lighthouse, looking at the fishing boats, maybe taking a walk on the wharf, driving down to La Lance, which is a rockier beachscape. If it's stormy, that's usually where the waves will be the biggest. And then heading to Pondville Beach, 1 kilometer sandy beach, rarely busy, mostly all to yourself, looking for seashells. Sand dollars are a rare find these days, but if you find one, it's pretty special. And making your way to the groundswell for a bite to eat, or maybe renting one of their kayaks or paddle boards. You could head around Rocky Bay. And cycling is really excellent on the island. Our roads are very good, and people are very conscientious and respectful of cyclists here. So we've had some really happy guests this summer. It's very laid back, quiet, peaceful, no stress.
Schooners and merchant ships once filled the bays and harbors here, and lighthouses became a vital part of the built landscape over the years. I spoke with Marg, who volunteers with the Isle Madame Lighthouse Preservation Society. And we are here in Capelgate. And you mentioned this is one of the first lighthouses?
It was the first one on Isle Madame. In 1849, the local ship owners and some of the local merchants petitioned for a lighthouse, and they were turned down. So they asked if they could build their own, and they were told yes. So they did, and it wasn't approved. So in 1851, the government saw fit to put one in here. Mm-hmm. So that was the first one.
And how many lighthouses were on Isle Madame over the course of the last couple hundred years?
All at one time, there were 13.
Marg and her group developed a driving and walking tour that explores the area's lightkeeping history.
Well, we started it as an option. The first year we offered it, I think, was 2011 during Celtic Colours. And we've expanded so that we do have it as well during the summer. It's a tour of the majority of the lighthouses that were ever on the island. So we have a tape or a CD or whatever that plays while we're driving, and it incorporates some stories about lighthouses, some interviews with lightkeepers. And last year we were very lucky, and we had, during one of the Celtic Colours tour, the last lightkeeper on Isle Madame and his wife came and talked to the participants in the store, and that was in the tour, and that was a real highlight for them.
Lighthouses decorate the coastline throughout Richmond County, beyond Isle Madame and all along the south coast of the island. Seafaring played a significant role in shaping several communities in this region. The community of St. Peter's, known as the Village on the Canal, joins the ocean to the Bredor Lake through a lock canal that was built more than 150 years ago, allowing those navigating the island's inland sea access to the Atlantic Ocean. And all along the coast, you'll find several fishing villages, like Lordways, where you may even be able to take in a feed of lobster. Thank you, Shauna and Marg, very much for your time this morning and sharing your love of Isle Madame with us, and we'll be sure to take in some of the suggestions that you mentioned as we go explore.
Thanks for visiting.
Thank you, and it was a pleasure.
The role of the sea is somehow both a powerful and calming force. The fresh salt air carried by the wind off the water is as pleasant as the people I meet here. One of the many blessings of living on this island.